have you ever had trouble sleeping at night? Maybe you have kids that keep you awake throughout the night, or you're a student and you're finishing up homework, or you're cramming for the next big test tomorrow. Or maybe you take medication that keeps you awake throughout the night. And with that, how many of us actually know how many hours of sleep we need in order to be able to function properly the next day? Now, the American Academy of Sleep Medicine lets us know that as grown adults, we need approximately 7 hours of sleep, of uninterrupted sleep per night, with young adults even requiring up to 9 hours per night. Now, yet with that in mind, 1 in 3 adults experience insomnia, a common enough sleeping disorder that disrupts those few hours of sleep you may get. Now, sleep is such a significant part of our routine and overall health, and with sleep disorders such as insomnia, over time it can lead to severe consequences on the body, affecting not only our physical, mental, but our cognitive health as well. Now, for today, I want to go ahead and give everybody a better understanding of what insomnia actually is and explain the consequences of insomnia has on the body. Now, sleep is not only important, but it is essential to our overall health. Yet it is one of the first things that we often sacrifice for other responsibilities, leading to consequences that we sometimes overlook. Now, what is insomnia? Insomnia is classified by the Cleveland Clinic as a sleeping disorder that prevents a person from falling asleep or staying asleep. Now, in order to get diagnosed with insomnia, you need to have difficulty sleeping for 3 or more days out of the week. And while insomnia can often be compared to sleep deprivation, there is actually a key difference. Now, the key is sleep deprivation occurs when you are prevented from sleeping due to external forces, such as noises or time even, as opposed to insomnia, which is when you're unable to sleep while simultaneously trying to. Now, it is also important to note that insomnia can occur both acutely and chronically, and usually any disorder or illness lasting more than 3 months is considered chronic. Now, as common as insomnia occurs, it can be caused by a number of different factors, or otherwise known as stressors. And these can include factors such as increased stress and anxiety, but also depression and or changes in life circumstances. Such as habit changes or even schedule changes can affect it. Additionally, it can be caused by other factors as well, such as medical conditions, taking, for example, chronic pain, thyroid issues, or even pregnancy. Now, as we all know, the body repairs itself during the nighttime when we're sleeping, but when that process is disrupted, it ultimately leads to changes in your physical health. Now, during the night, we regulate many hormones, including the ones we use to suppress appetite. And when that process is disrupted, it can cause an increase in cortisol levels, usually leading to increased appetite and overeating, which ultimately can lead to obesity. Now, additionally, due to the increased cortisol levels, many people are put at risk, are at a higher risk for developing cardiovascular diseases, including high blood pressure and or stroke. Now, according to the American Heart Association, insomnia can actually increase cardiovascular disease risk by upwards of 45%. Now, as we know, insomnia not only just affects the physical body, but it also affects our mental health just as well. Now, insomnia can often be contributed to causing anxiety and depression, while in turn, anxiety and depression can lead to insomnia. Now, as we discussed earlier, the body restores itself during sleep, and when that sleep is cut short, it causes difficulty with regulating emotions, and this is usually what causes the increase in depression and or anxiety. Now, along with that effects insomnia can have on both physical and mental health, it also affects our cognitive health, and this includes things like memory, concentration, and even decision making. Now, research and studies conducted have shown us that restorative sleep is essential for proper brain function. And during this time, the brain is able to process information and it's able to store memories and recover from the day. Now, it is when this process is disrupted due to the lack of sleep that the brain is unable to fully function, leading to issues with memory and concentration. And it is ultimately due to this lack of brain function that affects our decision making and judgment. And this is what makes it difficult for a person to function properly the next day. So now that we have a better understanding of the effects of insomnia on the body, we are able to understand the consequences that may come along with it. We understand that realistically, that sleep is essential for functioning the next day. But like I said, it is often something we commonly sacrifice in order to have a few extra hours in the day to work or simply enjoy other things such as binge watching or scrolling through social media. But it is but for those who are diagnosed with insomnia, getting enough hours of sleep per night is not a choice, it's a struggle too. And so, for the next time that we decide to forego sleep, we should be aware that not only are we sacrificing hours of sleep, we are ultimately sacrificing our body's well being. Yeah.